Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, divine creators. We are Kemet Kah-Ri. Thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful beings, Neptune will be moving into Aries on the 26th of January 2026 and will be in that sign for about 14 years. We feel in the weekly, we said about 16 years, so we apologize. Approximately 12 to 14 years. Some say up to 2038, others say 2039. So approximately 14 years. Neptune will be in Aries. And when we connected to Neptune, they told us by Tuesday they'll be solidly there. So as much as it shifts, Neptune shifts into Aries on the 26th, which is Monday, Neptune let us know by Tuesday will be in those energies. So you'll probably feel them more potently by Tuesday the 27th. Neptune has been retrograding in Pisces, back and forth Aries and Pisces for the last few months. That's why it's been feeling a lot of shifts, a lot of purging, a lot of energies peeling, a lot of shedding, and now fully Neptune comes into Aries. That's allowing a few changes. Firstly, you're not going to be so nebulous. The energies aren't going to be so dreamy and murky and illusiony like they were when Neptune was in Pisces, its home sign. Pisces is all about going right deep into the energies of the source. And should you be in the, if it's the lesson cycle of Pisces and Neptune, then it is, really seeing your fears, the illusions, insecurities, the distortion, and working your way through that. In the healed energies, the almost like the more positive aspects, not to say that that isn't positive, because working through those illusions and fears is very positive. It really helps. It brings you into your truth, right? It's important. We always say Pisces, it's like two fish bowls. One in the shadow, one in the light, the two fish, the yin yang energies, right? And the fish bowls were the conditions of life, of the physical, of the light, and the conditions of the shadow, of the spirit, of the non-physical. And because of conditioning and programming in society and religion and culture and spirituality, the bowls were then created because it's people's perspective and people's understanding on things, right? And so the two fish were trapped in those fish bowls. So the work was required for you to release the fear of jumping out of that fishbowl into the oceans of the light and the shadow. So to break and release and dissolve the fish bowls so that the two fish can swim in the eternal and infinite waters, not defined and confined by the mind of men. Okay, and when we say men, we mean humans and humanity. We're just saying men because of that, the masculine, the light frequency, because it was born of the physical, those illusions, right? And everybody has that masculine frequency within, regardless of your how you identify. The masculine and feminine energies are the energies within for creation and destruction. To create, you need to destroy what was in order for what can be to be, right? So once you have then dissolved the fish bowls, now your deepest dreams come true. And that's what truly Pisces is all about. It's about you knowing that your deepest dreams, your deepest aspirations, anything you've ever wanted, your soul's deepest and richest dreams can come true. You can take all of your desires and in the physical manifest them. In that space when Neptune was in Pisces, there was a lot of analysis, because when you're in the fish bowls, it was you seeing what you want, what feels true, versus the fishbone saying, no, that shouldn't be there. then a crack in the fishbowl. Then you receiving another download and then analyzing, then seeing about that shouldn't be there, another crack, until so many cracks the fishbowl shattered. But it was nebulous because you received the new information of your truth and you had to sort of compare it to the information of the conditioning, information of maybe your religion or your culture, whatever you were seeing that you were writing, that was written, or you were receiving in the news or receiving from society versus the downloads you're receiving from source. So that was very mental energy, really understanding this new information, just like when you're a new baby or new child and you are literally taught through word, through understanding, you are receiving through that. So before you did anything, you really were analyzing everything. That's no longer the case. Aries is pure masculine energy. It's go. And it's now healed within the spirit where it's not just blind masculine going and rampaging about. It's now the masculine receiving from the feminine, from the spirit, from your source, from the unknown, from the shadow, because you have set that fish free. And Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, so the Piscean energy is strong in Neptune. You have set those energies free. The fish in the shadow is now free to explore all the infinite realms of spirit. And the fish in the physical is now free to embody and all those infinite realms and to realize them into the physical as you want. So your deepest soul dreams come true. So that energy shifts into Aries, and Aries is now applying that frequency upon it. So you're going to find yourself less in your head and more intuitively just going. And also feeling yourself in charge, feeling yourself powerful, feeling yourself in control, feeling yourself leading, feeling yourself rich, and also the physical responding in kind. There's a lot of restoration we're feeling in terms of your wealth, your abundance, especially those who have done the work, okay? Those who haven't been doing the work, those who are still operating in fear and illusion, they're going to be having quite it's going to be messy. That's the lightest way we can say it, because imagine now the illusion and the fear frequencies born of those containing the fish. You've contained the fish, still containing that energy, and now in the fiery Aries energy. Which is why every one of you who have aligned to this reading and doing the work, you take a step back. Don't even tap into the energies of those who are creating in the distortion. They're almost going to just fizzle themselves out. That's what's happening. It's chaos, destruction, collapse. Chaos, destruction, collapse. You have already done the internal chaos collapse. So for you, it's rebuilding, stability, success, abundance. And because those are very two different worlds, there's this big shift happening, that whole new world energy. So you're going to be experiencing life very, very differently from those who are in the operation of fear. And don't mind them. You just mind you and what you're doing. Okay. It's meant to be a very beautiful and successful and powerful and brilliant and abundant time for all of you who have done the beautiful work to allow yourselves authentic creation and the embodiment of your pure source energy. And should you be listening to this reading, you are one of them. You are about to have a beautiful time. Just checking. No. Okay, so this card flipped over, and look, all that glitters. Yes, you see all the masks fallen off. This next Neptune in Aries cycle, the masks are falling off. That collapse, destruction, collapse. They're going to be seeing. The world is going to be seeing the fakeness, the falseness, the illusion. All of those energies, those structures still holding on to the old doctrines, holding on to the old belief systems, holding on to the fear-based energy and propaganda. It's all going to collapse. it's been collapsing, but now it's really going to just crumble. And so there's no need for you to tap into that fear. Don't tap into the fear and the chaos, what's happening. All of that is literally going to dissolve. It's going to just almost collapse into itself. We just saw 10-10 as we said that. It's not sustainable. So no matter what fear and tactics and propaganda and whatever it is they're throwing at you wherever you are around the world, it's not sustainable, because the energies, the base frequency energies are no longer of the distortion. They're of pure source energy. So that frequency, whatever they're playing at, is not sustainable. It's literally just going to reach a climax and then fizzle out like a very, very disappointing night out. Okay, but a very, very relief space for the rest of us. Like, oh, finally it's gone. It's literally going to feel like that. One day we wake up and whoever's causing that chaos, gone. Whatever's causing that noise, gone. And it's going to be very random, because we're going to wake up and the news is going to be like, oh, this person's gone, oh, that person's gone, oh, that leader's gone, oh, that's collapsed, oh, that's collapsed. And people are going to be like, oh, wow, what happened? It's a miracle. Or other people are going to keep thinking, they'll keep doing whatever theories they're doing, but you all know what's happened. We've raised the frequency of the universe, of Earth, to collective consciousness of pure source energy, and finally the physical is caught up, and we're finally living in the new world. Those who are still in those spaces of illusion, they'll shift to a different quantum dimension. So they will shift to a world and an Earth where that energy still exists, and they'll be happy there, right? Those who are happy in suffering and wish to keep their suffering going will simply shift to the Earth of suffering, and suffering they shall be for all eternity, for that's where they want to be. Those who want to be in hell on Earth will live hell on Earth. Those of you who have done the work to live in your highest abundance, love, heaven on earth, you shall all be in the kingdom of heaven on earth. Simple. Not complicated at all. The only thing is you are to remain in your own line, remain in your grid, focus on you, eyes on the prize, don't listen to the noise, you remain on you, no matter how much the noise is going to try to pull you in, because the only way that that energy is sustainable is when we give it energy. It can only run on the fuel of light. So when they take you and you're getting distracted, and you now start also tapping into that fear, it's like a narcissist and an empath. The narcissist only exists when they can drain from the empath, and the only way they can continue draining from the empath is by disempowering the empath. So the narcissist decides, I'm the one that gives you power, I'm the one, look at how well you did, I did that for you, look at how successful you are, I did that for you. So the narcissist always takes credit, while the empath then gives power to the narcissist, thus the narcissist can still survive. And that's that energy. That's what's happening. It can only keep surviving when us, the beings of true source light, give it attention. Don't give it attention. Focus on your authentic power. Focus on your authentic path. Focus on what you want, your goals, your dreams. Let them cry, let them pity party, let them guilt trip you, let them use shame, let them use manipulation. Whatever they're doing, it's all weak, it's not true, it's going to fade. And yes, it'll get louder, 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 until it goes away. Because that's all they can do. Increase the noise with absolutely no substance to it. You are the stable frequencies of source. Remember that and remain in that frequency. Don't give it any attention. We were out last night very unexpectedly. There was a beautiful music music festival, one could call it, happening in one of the landmarks here in the town, and a friend of mine put me on guest list, so we felt, okay, let's go have a bit of a dance. And it was quite nice, actually, because there are many other beings who also are quite powerful energy workers. We literally I bumped into them. They're like, I honestly don't even know I'm here. I didn't even know this was a thing. All of a sudden I'm here. Somebody said, hey, let's go to the castle and let's a party. We will come here, and here I am. So it was one of those experiences of just pure resonant alignment, right? And one of the beings that was there, because there was a protest happening outside the castle, And one of the beings who came was like so angry, was like, oh, it was so annoying coming in here because I was all happy for the party, and then all of a sudden there's a camera in my face and somebody's protesting, and I was like, okay. And that was another pure example of how that energy requires you to give it energy for it to come through, right? And we spoke to them about, look, everybody on the earth is going to have a very different take on what's happening. And so they are operating from their fear-based and from what they think they need to do to cause a difference. That's their frequency. That's where they're learning. That's where they need to be for whatever evolution and experience they need. You are attracted because of energies which are still within you, which almost mirror that frequency. That's all. Because when you talk to us, we told them when you talk to us, we could feel that that energy of you getting angry and annoyed is not you. It feels like something from your lineage or a lot of stress, which has nothing to do with you. And if you just really focus on you, because I also saw the protesters, and yet I just walked in. One of them said something to me, but then I was not paying any of them attention. I just walked right in. I heard them scream behind me, trying to get my own, but I was so excited to go see my friends. It was like, la la, everything fizzled out. Didn't pay attention. Did I feel guilty? No, not at all. Not at all. Not in the least. Because whatever they're working on, that's where they need to work on, and they're doing it the way that they need to, right? So have the same energy of, it's going to be all of these things, don't pay them any mind. They can't do anything. But as soon as you give it attention, now they're in your face. Because you've opened the door. Don't open the door. Keep that door shut. And for some of you, it's going to be with family members, with loved ones, or loved ones when you realize, oh, this isn't love, it's manipulation ones. It might be with people who perhaps you're used to seeing around, even at work, and it's just you remain in your frequency, you buzz. They might try, poke and prod. When you are just so centered there, they can't do anything. Their voices will fade away, and they're the ones that will be removed. Because you being grounded or getting things done, they are just creating chaos and not getting anything done. Okay, all that fluff will dissipate. Okay, thank you, universe. We would like to redirect to us, if that's okay. What are we then receiving? Thank you for the warning about that, but we honestly don't really let them do. Is that fine? Yeah, perfect, thank you. I'm like, do we need to speak more about that? No, great. Not interested in spending any more airtime on how the illusion will be experiencing that. How will we be experiencing it? What is it happening for us? Thank you. What's coming through? Neptune in Aries for us. Thank you. Okay, so we have to be fair at the bottom of the deck, which is the justice energy, and breathe. So immediately things working out in your favor, things balancing out. Finally, energies balancing out. And we could feel that with the energies of dreams come true, that beautiful sovereign Neptune energy in Aries, where things are finally coming true for you, scales being balanced out for you. Where you received a lot of no's in your past, now you're receiving a lot of yeses, because your energy is uplifting, your energy is amplifying, your energy is expanding, your energy is making the difference, your energy is actually creating life. So whoever it is, if it's business opportunities, if it's entertainment business, if it's the health sector, the education sector, the sports sector, wherever you're working, wherever you are being, people want more of you because your energy, you are the breath of fresh air. You are the breath of life amongst all of the din and the chaos, because you're not giving it any attention. So your energy remains pure. And so you're bringing in this beautiful new light into these spaces. And so these spaces in the physical want you desperately. And so they honor you by balancing your energy out. If it's financial, whatever it might be, financial, resources, support, whatever it might be, things are working out beautifully. In another way, also in relationships, receiving relationships are fair and balanced, where you can breathe and you feel finally you are supported, and just everything just balancing out, working out in your favor, contracts in your favor, disagreements working out in your favor, judgment calls in your favor, rulings made in your favor. And you can breathe, you feel at ease. There's a time you can rest, you can center. It's One, with that opening message we had, with all that glitters, remain in your space. See, don't let anybody ripple your waters. But also, you're going to have a lot more, I can breathe. You're going to be experiencing this. So, Source is saying the world might be on fire, but you'll be here. And it's interesting because Source is giggling. And the reason why Source is saying giggling, it's like Source is so happy. Source is like, people always think, oh no, universe and Source, people forget, in order for creation destruction, the source is not, Source does not just describe destruction, okay? If this whole world has a whole ice age, if Mother Nature says, actually, enough, I'm done, global warming, let's go ice age, let's begin, I'm going to reset, bye-bye humans, let's start again, the universe is not going to be upset or sad. There's no sadness there because we're eternal, we're infinite. It's just a reset, start over. Start over. You are source energy, you're source frequencies, you will shift into other energies, other experiences. Perhaps you'll again be on the physical realm as the new experiencings of human beings. Maybe you'll go into another form altogether. Maybe you'll be an angelic. Maybe you'll be whatever, wherever your soul wants to journey on to next, that's where you're going to be, right? But nothing is meant to be permanent. Universe isn't holding on to things, trying to preserve. It's eternal and infinite. Nothing wants to be one note forever. Only humans in their conditioned mind want to sustain something forever when everything's meant to be in fluid flow and flux. So Source is saying, hey, that version of reality is going to be destroyed. So the worlds will be on fire. You are the new energy, the new seeding energies. You will be here. You'll be abundant. Everything will be working out fine. You'll be great. You'll be flourishing. You'll be flowing. Until all of those occurs in the chaos literally stop. It's like they're just going to get tired. Source is really bringing this back in. I feel the Source is really wanting, it's like we're going to bring the truth of you. Things are going to get crazy out there. Really? Yes. But out there, not you. For you and your environment and your experiencing, fairness and wonderful. But for the rest of the people who are in the illusion, still creating fear and conditioned and that stuff, it's going to be chaos. So don't focus. Just don't pay any of your attention there. I think that's why Source keeps bringing this back, because I wasn't expecting this, but they said, hey, look, Neptune moves into Aries. If you're still operating in fear and illusion and then going into the fire frequency, that fire that's the wood. You're giving that fire the wood, the logs, the fuel of fear and illusion to burn upon. That is not the fire you want to be dealing with. All of you who have done the work, which is all of you who have listened to this and you're still listening because it resonates. Everybody else who's in the illusion and the fear would have already passed this video a long time ago because, oh my goodness, look at that black man with tattoos. What's happening? Tarot? No, too much. Oh, he needs the Lord or something like that. And I'm not speaking against Christianity or any other religion, but that's basically the first thing that we do receive when we do experience people who are operating in fear, because they still define those energies of those beautiful teachers and those beautiful prophets in their conditioning. They don't understand that they would literally be on our side because they were us. They are us in different form, right? And so, beautiful beings, we want you just to know that you who have been watching this, who have been receiving this, who feels resonance and you just feel the love that we are offering you, you can feel the radiance of love. you're going to live a whole different reality. Okay, your reality is love, is abundance, is beautiful, and it's powerful. We ask you all to please watch the weekly reading. We've just uploaded it because it's about a huge shift that's happening in terms of shifting the reality, and the whole reading is an activation. It's full of light codes. Just bear with, because when we're reading, when we're interpreting the messages, so much is coming through, but the message is there, and just receive whatever you receive in that period. It's a bit of a lengthy reading. I think it's about 50 minutes. But just allow it to wash. Even if you're putting it in the background and you're doing stuff, just allow the energy to wash over you, because this new week is a powerful week of shifting. When Neptune moves into Aries, it's a powerful shift. And we feel, should you be in that space to receive, it's going to assist you to just quantum leap into that realm where you are great and you are good. We want all of you to be in the fires, the beautiful divine fires of the masculine, born of the depths of dreams come true, of divine freedom, of the liberated source energy of the divine love you are. Live in that reality, right? What else? What else, source? What else for us who are destined for greatness, we're receiving, who are on the right path? And again, there's no right or wrong path, but when we say the right path, we mean source path, true, pure source path. Everybody gets to live the life they want to live. Just those who are operating through love, true love, pure source love. What are we? No place like home. Look at that. And the bottom building blocks. Yes, stability returns to you. Your sense of home. Look at you. You have your own home. You're feeling good. And we love how, look at how this home is up in the air, removed from everything else. We're really feeling that. You're up in the air with the clouds and the stars and the moon and the magic. The chaos here can't reach you. The chaos on earth can't reach you. They can't climb that, because that requires special fairy magic ninja dust for you to climb that. So they can't reach you. You know, you are so safe and secure and protected. Only those within the divine light can and come and visit you, right? That's what we're feeling. And look, building blocks with beautifully paired with to be fair, and that breathe energy, you receiving your support. You see, while everything else is crumbling and being sorted out by the universal energies. Okay, another reason why Source was laughing when they were saying the fires were burning and you're fine. For many, many, many years, the energies were distorted, where you beautiful beings who were doing the work, remember, you were doing the anchoring and you're doing the transmuting and doing the clearing. So a lot of that chaotic energy was, you were dealing with it, because that's what you thought you had to do, and that's the limitations and the programming you had in your mind. So you were busy transmuting all of their stuff. Now, finally, all of those in the illusion and fear energies in that old programming, they get to deal with all of their chaos. And you finally get to receive your energy. So the energies are finally balanced. That which you give is that what you receive. So Source is saying, listen, they are literally being dealt their own hand right back at them. Let them do, let them be. It's their comeuppance. They need to understand where you operate is what you receive. For many, many years, they've almost been riding on all of your work, all your positive, beautiful energy you've been giving the world. They have been taking for granted, and they have been riding on your tailcoats in that manner. And now they are receiving their comeuppance. They're receiving their due justice, their due energies. They're receiving their side of the scale. They need it, because that's what they need to learn. You've been through your dark night of the soul. It's time for their dark night of the soul to work and sort themselves out, right? So just you getting your support, getting your building blocks, getting what you need, getting your resources, everything's working out. And look at you with a feather. Oh, it's like a deer antler with a beautiful crown, a mask, and a gown. Oh, you are fancy, you're luxurious, and you are just receiving all of these beautiful things. And it's interesting what Source is showing me here. You know how you almost have seen how those with a lot of abundance and thus almost like that royal lineage, how they're in their castles having all of that abundance and luxury and almost just laughing at us mere commoners, or just, you know, just looking down on the chaos. But they're having this luxury, but it's all born of conditioning and fear and distortion. It's like finally you get to live in that life frequency, but it's born of your truth, your love, your source. So you are having that beautiful abundance, but you're not looking down at anyone. You have great compassion, and you have great wisdom and great understanding, and you're very happy to share the knowledge, to teach, but they need to be teachable. They need to come and meet you where you are. They need to want to learn. And so it's this beautiful divine royalty, divine sovereignty. Yes, you are meant to feel your luxury. You're meant to be on top. You're meant to be celebrating. You're meant to enjoy success and wealth and prosperity. You're meant to enjoy it. You're not meant to be angry at money or think money is destructive. Money is an energy. It's just pure energy, and you utilizing it, you are allowing it a blessing, you're allowing it in your life, you're allowing it to enrich the world, you're bringing it back in the earth to grow, to establish, to support, to nurture, to care. So it's you finally claiming your divine inheritance and feeling luxurious, and it's beautiful, having your beautiful balls and galas, and yet what comes from there, instead of it being these manipulative energies where only these, like, you know, top people are ruling and destroying, for you it's actually coming these events and assisting and nurturing and shedding light onto this world, these beautiful, grand, beautiful things that actually help and give back. And I can't, just goosebumps. And you're allowed to experience it any which way you want. Zero judgment here, okay? If you're a person that says, actually, no, I just want to go and live off-grid in the forest forever, you do you, boo. But you don't judge those who are like, actually, I want to do my energy work, but I'm happy in the city, and I actually do want my beautiful sky apartment, you know, sky apartment. What's it called? Where words? You know the apartment that's on top of the building, that's usually the big one. You know what I'm talking about. That one, that one, that one. Blah, blah, blah. That's the one. You want your beautiful, you know, you were happy in the city. You want your beautiful estate or whatever it might be, because that's the life you want to live, and that's also okay. It's like there's zero judgment, because what you are doing is a different energy from the other person in the forest, doing a different energy from everybody else who's doing a different energy. Everybody gets to do what they want, but you're doing it in a way from your truth, not in a way of distortion. And there's no sense of greed here. There's no sense of wastefulness. There's no sense of and if you are that person who is very much angry at other people and how they spend money, and that's something for you to heal, because that means you are angry at a timeline you came to come into. And yes, so much has happened here which is not pleasing, but you are the one that's angry at what is, as opposed to embodying what you would like to be and allowing that to be what is. It's about your perspective of life and what you are offering the world. You staring at the world and being angry at what's happening does nothing for the world and for you. You just remain empty and bitter. So don't do that to yourself. As we say that, look, flexibility, being flexible, so many new beautiful energies opening up for you. And here we feel like the physical is finally being flexible to you, the physical being open to you, the physical being allowing to you, where the physical was rigid and not wanting to give in. You've been just stuck, hitting your head against the wall. Now the physical is bending to your will. Look at this orange, sacral chakra, because you are now in the divine feminine. At the bottom of the deck, the yang. And the yang is that masculine energy, the magician energy. And look, it has orange in it. So your fire is made from the divine feminine energy, that Queen of Wands energy coming in strongly here, where you're receiving from your divine energies and you're operating from there. And look at the magic, the alchemy, the beauty. So you are really creating, you're in the creator energy, while everything else is dissolving and coming into a destructive energy that's of the old timeline, the old program as it needs to. You beautiful beings, you're having the creator energy, the creator power. You're rebuilding the earth, you're rebuilding the world, you're rebuilding it in a way which is beautiful and which is healing and which is bountiful. And it's all about you aligning to your intuition. It's not about who has the better plan, who has the better thingy. Because again, if you're thinking I have the better plan is how the world, again, that's ego. You are part of the energy being dissolved. Anything that's going against other people's free will, you're going to be dissolved. This is you honoring your frequency and doing things in the way that honor you, and through resonance co-creating, leaving everybody else well alone to live their own life the way they want to do so, through source love. Because that has always been the issue on earth. You're born and you are told what is good and what is best for you. You're not allowed to live your own life. And now finally you beautiful beings get to breathe, as life is finally flexible and allowing for you. And you're able now to finally come into your own sense of home and things operating fairly and balanced for you. So Neptune moving into Aries, more flexible physical experience, things working out for you, firm and solid in your power, yet things shifting for you in your favor. Finally being able to feel solid and stable and safe and secure in your sense of home and community and your own. You feel good, you feel home, and you're very safe. You're so protected, okay? No matter where you are living, no matter what's happening, your home, your livelihood, your security, your stability is safe and tended to, and things operating very fairly, working out in your favor. Anything else, universe? Yes. Okay, one more. I wonder if I have enough memory space. We shall see. We trust the universe. Ooh, that's not one more, universe. That's 5 cards. Give us a moment. Okay. So it's like just one more message. 5 cards, but one more message. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, so time to go. You are going to be leaving a lot of stuff in your past. You're going to be able to leave so much that wasn't working out for you. You're going to be leaving so much that wasn't aligned for you, so much that wasn't operating for you, so much that wasn't serving you, so much that wasn't pleasing you, so much that wasn't aligning with you. You're going to be able to move and release and finally go forward into a new chapter. Ooh, happy new energies blooming and blossoming and coming through. You feeling happy, feeling celebrated. Finally, your inner child is breaking through. Your magic, your alchemy. Look at all this pink, self-love, self-care, beautiful energies, power. You're feeling empowered. Really beautiful, magical things happening for you. So many gifts, so much abundance coming through for you. The fates is destined, destiny. Look at this. Look at how these energies are working out. And look at how your path is just littered of stars. Magic. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the yang again. So again, look, the stars you are creating with. This is the path you are literally weaving your life with. How magical is that message? And look, you feel blessed, you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel faded. Everything that you thought you wanted coming true, everything that you knew was meant for you manifesting, everything that you felt was aligned for you coming through, everything that you knew, everything, you are so validated in your life. Huge confirmation, everything that you've been wanting coming through. You feel so validated, you feel so secure, you feel so loved, you feel so seen. Connect to this card. Treasure Island, 9 of Cups energy here. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Treasure Island, look, more stars, treasures coming from what? The ocean, the depths of your soul coming through to the surface, wishes being fulfilled, miracles, blessings, yes. Come to the edge. Our source is saying surrender. Come to the edge. Trust. Right. All of those who are going through who are going to be dealing with themselves, they're afraid to come to the edge, to the unknown. But you have taken this leap. You have trusted. And there's a thing about take that leap of faith. Look at all these hearts. Take that leap of faith. Take that risk in that beautiful new relationship that comes and opens up, in that beautiful new opportunity that comes and opens up, in that beautiful miracle that comes and opens up, in that beautiful energy. These are beautiful, powerful energies. And hey, we're bringing miracles, we're bringing blessings, we're bringing such a powerful, positive experience. Take that leap of faith. Come to the edge and experience your divine life. Come online fully for you to experience in wealth, richness, abundance, and blessings and miracles. And oh, such a beautiful, good existence for you as Neptune moves into Aries, because you have done the work to set your dreams free to manifest in the physical reality. Should you wish to have a personal booking or a session or reading, please email at info@dumeluniverse.com or dumeluniverse@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to everything you are manifesting in your reality. As I shuffle, go the distance at the bottom of the deck. You've got this. Everything is a victory, a win. You can now go the distance. You can soar, you can climb, you can be, you can shine. Such a luxurious time ahead for each and every single one of you. Bask in the brilliance of your light. Blessed be.